Hello, in a previous video I show you how to create a domains on collection structure. Now we will use these structures to add and assign permission. So at domain and collection level, you will be able to add user and groups to specific roles to allow your user to have access to a specific set of assets. You will be able to define permissions at domain level, for instance, and by default, this permission will be inherited to the sub-collection. But at any time, you can restrict this inheritance on for a specific collection. You can define a specific set of permission in case if you want to isolate some information in the collection. Just to let you know, and we'll see that later in another video, but if you need to define policy, you need to have policy author's role. On this role, it's only available at domain level. But I think it will be better to show you that in action. So to set a permission, you need to go on DataMap. Then at domain level, you will see your domains on your sub-collections. So this is the one what we created in the previous video. You can start at domain level and click on role assignment for the domain here. And in role assignment, you will have a collection of roles right over there. So let's imagine, in my case, I would like to add a new data reader. So you can click here on this button and just pick the user and just click OK. As I mentioned previously, as I added Dorsey Parker at domain level, if I go on the specific sub-collection and go on role assignments, and if I go to data reader, have a look for data reader, I can see Dorsey Parker. It's inherited. But now let's imagine I want to set a specific permissions for concert sensible. At any time, I can toggle this button on to restrict inherited permissions. So by doing that, I restrict access. And then you can see that all the users and groups are removed from the roles, except the one from collection admin, of course. And here, manually, you will need to add some users. Be careful, and I will show you that in another video, but let's imagine you have a managed identity in this kind of collection and you restrict inherit permissions. You will need to add it back as a data curator, for instance. It could be true in the case of Azure Data Factory managed instance to send the lineage information to this collection. If you restrict inherited permission, you will need to add it manually. If you don't do that, you will get a lineage error.